We just got past the election, so let's talk about what the Minneapolis market is looking like. Is it cooling off or is it heating up? Stay tuned to learn more. So there's been a lot of just buzz in the media about the housing market, all right? Is it increasing? Is it decreasing? Are prices staying flat? What's going on, right? Well, the one thing to always remember when you are reading headlines or reviewing things online is that market data always lags true data, right? So the data comes out and it's always a month behind, right? So it's really, really important to think about that and also make sure that you are discussing these things with someone like myself and my team, because we are actually boots on the ground looking at actually live data with the offers that we are making for our buyers and the offers that we are receiving for our sellers. So having real-time data from someone like myself is super important. However, today we're gonna actually just look at some data using InfoSparks, which is a basically data set that is pulls data from the MLS, my internal database as a realtor here in the state of Minnesota. We're gonna look at that data, talk about what that data says so that we can actually make an informed decision when it comes to buying or selling a home in the state of Minnesota or making a move, but also just so that you understand what the actual data says regardless of what any sort of headline says. So let's get into that now. Okay, here we are inside of InfoSparks. It's a great tool that I always use when discussing pricing and when discussing days on market. All sorts of data is in here. So one thing to note is that we're just looking at the Twin Cities region right here, all right? So kind of looking at the Minneapolis and St. Paul metro as a whole, right? I can get more granular when I'm looking at specific metros or even, county, neighborhood, city, all sorts of stuff in here, right? Which I'll probably do in future videos when I'm talking about maybe specific neighborhoods or counties, all right? This is single family homes only that are in the Twin Cities region area, right? So right off the bat, we can see the median sales price in October last month was $395,000. The average sales price was $471,000. Obviously, I like median a little bit better because obviously you don't have those outliers that really pull things up. But you can see all of this year, it has really stayed flat or went up this entire year of 2024, all right? So that's good to know right there off the top. Months supply though, so the supply of houses that come on the market, the months of supply, basically the inventory, has been increasing though this entire year in 2024, has stayed flat these last few months, but about 1.7 months of inventory. So things are increasing. So you're seeing more homes go on the market. The other thing to look at is days on market, all right? So days on market also has been increasing this year, right? So we started in January. Things always get very, very competitive here in the Minneapolis market and metro market in the spring. So you see those days on market go down to 14 days on market in the spring. But then even the summer months, you see that they continue to just climb back up. So average days on market as of right now, as a whole, is 17 days on market. The other thing to see is closed sales are decreasing. So less sales are happening and have been basically since 2023. But once we get to 2024 here, they actually are staying kind of flat. They went up a little bit and have kind of been staying, going down a little bit, but staying moderately flat. So we're seeing kind of an inverse of, continuing to see strong prices increase, but things stay on the market longer, less sales happening, more inventory, right? So what does all this kind of say? Well, there's a lot of factors at play, but it does say that the market is staying flat, I would say. It's not necessarily cooling off, nor is it considering like really increasing at a certain crazy amount, right? So it's kind of just staying flat as of right now. Another thing that we'll look at is kind of percentage of list price. As you can see, there's not tons of data, but things are basically, this is when things were going over a lot of the sale price is going over the list price, but now you can see that things are actually decreasing, and but we're still seeing October 2024 things getting 100% of their list price, which again is a pretty good indication that the market is for sure not cooling off if people are still getting what they're asking for for the most of the time.
A quick interruption right now. Just want to thank you guys so much for tuning into the video, leaving a comment, subscribing, whatever you want to do. I would really just appreciate the support. So please subscribe to the channel if you want to know more about what's happening in the market, and make sure that you're the first to know about the videos that I release. Also, if you want to leave a comment down below, I would love to hear more about what your thoughts are, what you're seeing. You know, kind of just leave a comment. Would love to engage with you down there. And obviously, if you or anybody you know is making a move within the state of Minnesota, or making a move from out of state to the Minneapolis metro area, I would love to help along with my team. We're in a great spot right now and can really serve clients at a high level. So would love the referrals, would love anybody that you know that can that is wanting to make a move. So we'll get back to the video now to dive more into kind of what's happening in the market of Minneapolis.
One last other sort of data point that I like to look at is price per square foot. So I hear people talk about price per square foot a lot. I don't always look at it, but it is something that people always talk to me about. And as you can see from basically January 2024 was $193 per square foot median, all the way now up to $197 is the median. The average also from, let's see here, January was $206 up to $210. So price per square foot is increasing. Home sale prices are increasing, but we're not seeing that drastic increase like we were in the 2021 market when interest rates were so low.
So what does all of this mean? All right, so we've looked at the data, but what does it actually mean, and what am I seeing right now? All right, well, we just got past the election, right? The election happened a few days ago, but what we're really gonna see now is if rates come down, right? Because in general, the market's not necessarily cooling off, but it is staying flat, right? If rates do drop, we are going to see an increase in demand and an increase in competition. Right now, not a ton of homes are selling super quick. People really need to move to make a move. They're not just moving because they want to move, or there's some sort of it's just kind of fun, right? Because moving's not fun. I just moved recently. It's not fun, all right? It's stressful. There is just a lot of work. People really need to move, whether they're starting a family, moving for work, need more space, want more land. There needs to be a real reason besides just, I can sell my home and make a lot of money, right? Because interest rates are up. They're up at the 7s. We've seen a little bit of decrease recently. I think I just saw a 1/4 point decrease today. But we will see where rates continue to go into the winter and spring months. One thing that I will tell you for sure is the Minneapolis market is very competitive in the spring, no matter what. So if we don't even see rates move at all during the winter here, the Minneapolis market is very competitive in the spring, because basically people in Minnesota are nocturnal beings. We kind of just stay in our huts and we don't do a lot during the winter because of how obviously cold it is, and just the winter months. So every single year historically, come kind of end of February, things start to really pick up as people start to be like, all right, winter, we're through winter, only have maybe a month or two left. We always see an increase in competition. So if you're trying to avoid competition, I would suggest getting into the game sooner and starting to look before that spring market. Otherwise, every single really nice home at that time that's priced well does go into multiple offers. Where right now, maybe you have another offer on the table, but we're not seeing tons and tons of homes go into multiple offers right now versus when that spring market comes into play. So that's my wise wisdom, is that if you're looking to buy, I would for sure get into the game now. If you're looking to sell, I would maybe highly suggest waiting until the spring market, or kind of start prepping your home. Maybe get some outdoor photos now so you don't have to wait and get only outdoor photos when the snow is here, and list kind of towards the end of February, beginning of March, when we see that increase and tick up in demand. That pretty much wraps it up for this video. I hope it was helpful to just kind of actually look at some data and hear kind of basically what I'm seeing in the market right now. Again, if I can be of any help to you, my team is here ready to serve you guys. So please reach out. We would love to hop on a phone call and just learn more about your situation, how we can help you, whether you're moving 9 miles or 900 miles. We'd love to help you anyway. that we can. Also, feel free to subscribe to the channel so that you know, obviously, when more videos are coming out. And we will see you guys in the next video. Thanks.